Om Namo Narayana. Today we'll do 5 names of Shiva. The first one that we are going to chant is Om Arupa Rupiye Namaha. Arupa means the one without a form, the one who is all pervading, who pulls every possible conceivable existence space. That is Arupa. Then Rupiya means the infinite one who has a certain form, so that we can conceive it in our mind. We can relate with that form. The Shivalingam is called Arupa Rupi in the Shiva Agamas. So we'll start with Om Arupa Rupiye Namaha. 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 Right? Please do Arupa Rupi for 2 minutes.
Om Arupa Rupiye Namaha. 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 Om Arupa Rupiye Namaha.
Thank you, Floyd. The second name that we are going to chant now is Om
Your camera is
Pashupataye.
switched off.
Yes, Floyd?
Your camera is switched off.
Camera? Acha, what? Okay. Om Pashupataye Namaha. Now, before we start the chanting, I'll just describe what the name Pashupati means. The word Pashu comes from the root word Pasham. And Pasham means the noose that's in the hands of many devatas. And what is the noose? Basically, the noose indicates the beginning of life. The beginning of life and the end of life. So there is a stake to which the noose is tied. So here, this Pasham, the leash that is tied, it begins with your first breath and ends with your last breath. This moment and this containment of your existence, your life, from the first breath and to the last is what is called as Pasham. And at the end of it, it is taken away from you. That life is taken away from you. Shiva welds the Pasham. He is the one who brings us into existence. He gives us life with the first breath. He is the Vayu Tattva Shivalingam, which we already have chanted his name as Sri Kalahasteshwara. Now, once we have begin our first breath, he sustains us entirely, because he comes in the form of a food. So Annam we say Parabrahma Swarupam. And till the last breath, he redeems us of this existence in our frailty, in our old age, so that and with all his compassion, we can come back again into existence, take the next birth. The whole dharma, the Sanatana Dharma, the basis of Sanatana Dharma is karma and punarjanma. So this Pashupati means the one who is the Lord of everything that has a beginning, sustenance, nourishment, that existence, and ultimately it concludes its existence by his grace, which is death. So he is called Pashupati, and he is the Lord of all Pashu. So even humans are Pashus. But because of the general usage of the word Pashu as animals, now we have a lot of different takes on them, like he's the god of animals. Yes, he is the god of animals. There is no two thoughts about it. There is no disputing it. He is a god of humans, of animals, of bhuta, preta, pishacha, devata, gandharva, kinnara, yaksha, everyone. He is the one. He is the adi deva. So Pashupati means the one who is the lord of everything that has a beginning and an end, and everything in between it. So now we will chant Om Pashupataye Namaha. The Pashupati Lingam, very, very popular, exists. It is in the city of Kathmandu in Nepal, which is one of the Ashtamurtis of Shiva, the Ashta Shiva Lingams. The Pancha Mahabhuta, the Surya Lingam, the Chandra Lingam, and the Pashupata Lingam. Om Pashupataye Namaha. 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 Ratnam, will you please do Om Pashupataye Namaha for 2 minutes?
Okay. Om Pashupataye Namaha. 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 Om Pashupataye Namaha.
Thank you, Ratnam. Now, when we start from the north to the south of the Ashtamurtis, the first one is Pashupati. Then the next one is Chandralingam. Chandralingam is right now located in Bangladesh, and we know what is the situation in Bangladesh now. We hope that the peace will reign soon. Now, Chandralingam is one aspect of life that nurtures life, because in Ayurveda it is believed, in our Vedic following, we believe that when the Chandra, when the reflected light of the moon, what we now know scientifically, it's reflected light. The sun, when its light is reflected from the moon, falls on all the uh, trees, shrubs, plants, in the water, and on all beings that can't move. And it is this light of Chandra that brings the strength of nourishment into the food we eat. And it gives its uh, medicinal value to the herbs, and to all the plants that we think they are healing. Now they have a healing aspect to them when we consume them. And Chandra is also, the light of Chandra is is cold, is not warm. Now it brings a certain amount of uh, calmness and cold into our environment. It's so Chandralingam. There are two ways to chant this name. Om Chandralinga Namaha. The another one is Om Chandralingeshwaraya Namaha. The Ishvara of the Chandra Devata, Chandralingam. And it is that Parameshwara, Parabrahma Shiva, who is present in the form of the Shivalingam. So we'll chant Om Chandralingeshwaraya Namaha. 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 Now, who will chant this name, Chandralingeshwara? One of you?
Yes, Guruji.
Yeah, Sonai.
Yes.
Om Chandralingeshwaraya Namaha. 1 minute के लिए करना सुनाए.
Yes, Guruji. Om Chandralingeshwaraya Namaha. 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 Om चन्द्रलिङ्गेश्वराय नमः ॐ 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 चन्द्रलिङ्गेश्वराय नमः।
Thank you, Sunay.
थैंक यू गुरुजी, मेरा प्रणाम लीजिएगा।
सुखी रहो बाबा, स्वस्थ रहो. Okay, now the lingam below the Chandralingam is Surya Lingam. It is in Konark, Odisha, by the sea. Now the temple is in ruins, and the ASI is reworking the place. So the temple is closed for all devotees. But that is the Surya Lingam, the place, the sthanam of the Surya Lingam. Now many people get confused with Surya Lingam and Agni Lingam. Agni Lingam is the lingam where Shiva himself emerged as the lingam in the Agni Swarupam, in the Linga Swarupam, in the Agni Tattvam, Arunachala Shiva. That is Agni Lingam. This is Surya Lingam. Surya has two names. One is Surya Lingeshwara and Sriman. He is also called as Surya Narayana. That is for those who believe in Narayana as their primary deity, as their Ishta Devata, or as from the Vaishnava following. It is said that Narayana is the source of the energy of Surya. And in the same way, I believe that it is Shiva who is the source of all the radiance, the light, the warmth, the intense heat that he emanates through Surya. So that is Surya Linga. The chant for the Surya Lingam is Om Surya Lingeshwaraya Namaha. 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 Now, one of you, 2 minutes. Would volunteer to do it? Asha? Jyoti?
Maybe try.
ओम नमो नारायण।
Yeah. Hitendra, इसके बाद तुम कर देना. Yeah?
Okay,
Jyoti,
Guru.
please go ahead. Yeah.
I can start.
Yeah. Om Surya Lingeshwaraya Namaha.
ओम सूर्यलिंगेश्वराय नमः। 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 ओम सूर्यलिङ्गेश्वराय नमः ॐ 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 सूर्यलिङ्गेश्वराय नमः
Thank you, Jyoti.
ॐ नमो नारायण
Om Namo Narayana.
Sir, your voice is on mute.
Okay, Baba, thank you. I'm sorry. So below the Surya Lingam is Vayu Lingam, and the name of the Vayu Lingam is Sri Kala Hasti, and the Devata Ishvara here is called Sri Kala Hasteshwara. Sri is the spider who spun the web of devotion on Shiva, and that spider got mukti, moksham. Kala is the snake which gathered the pebbles by its movement and covered the Shivlingam with its devotion in the form of pebbles. That Kala also got mukti, moksham. And Hasti, which is the elephant. The elephant is called Hasti. The elephant used to bring water from the nearby river and do abhishekam of the Shivalingam. So the Lord who gave mukti to the three beings, one is the very humble spider, the very, very dangerous snake, cobra, and the very intelligent, very thoughtful, having what we call as elephantine memory, and a creature of wisdom when it offered. So whoever it is in any form, from whatever background, whatever our strengths and weaknesses are, doesn't matter. Our devotion will always yield in Shiva's grace, Shiva Kripa. It's a very good thing to remember this when we are chanting the name of Sri Kalahasteshwara. It'll bring us more close to him. It'll bring us, it'll make us more connected to Shiva. So the chant is Om Sri Kalahasteshwaraya Namaha. 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 For 2 minutes. Hitendra, तुम करोगे अभी?
ओम कालहस्तेश्वराय नमः ओम कालहस्तेश्वराय नमः ओम कालहस्तेश्वराय नमः
श्री कालहस्तेश्वरा बोलना हितेंद्र.
ओम
पूर्ण नाम
श्री
का.
कालहस्तेश्वराय नमः ओम श्रीकालहस्तेश्वराय नमः। 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 ओम श्रीकालहस्तेश्वराय।
Srikalahasteshwaraya Namaha. Thank you, Hitendra.
ओम नमो नारायण
Now,
गुरु जी।
Om Namo Narayana. The next name is the next Shivalingam of the Ashtamurti and the second of the Panchamahabhurta Shivalingam from the top is Ekambareshwara. It is in the city of Kanchipuram, na? Kanchi. Ekambareshwara Shivalingam is the Prithvi Tattva Shivalingam, where Devi Kamakshi erected, what you call, a stapita. Did the stapana of the Shivalingam through the earth, through the earth element, the mud. And when there was a flood there, when Shiva tested her with the flood, she had become very frail and worshipping Shiva day and night, not really focusing on her own well-being and everything. She put her back as a guard from the water, from the gushing water, and saved that Shivalingam. That is the Prithvi Tattva Shivalingam, Ekambareshwara is known as. And the chant is Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. 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 Now we have Alex and Gagan and Asha. Who of you would like to chant? So if it's none of the three, Floyd, will you please repeat, do your round again?
Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. It is Ekambareshwarar, yeah.
Yes.
Ekambareshwaraya.
Ekambareshwara.
Yeah.
Ekambareshwaraya Namaha.
Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekambareshwaraya Namaha.
Thank you, Floyd. Now, the third element and the sixth of the Ashtamurtis is the Agnilingam in Tiruvannamalai, known as Arunachala Shiva. For the purpose of chanting, we will chant the name Om Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha. Om Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha. Alex,
Yes.
I'll finish for a minute, for 3-4 chants, and then you take over for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Om Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha. 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 Alex, for 2 minutes, please.
Om Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha. 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 Om Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha.
Thank you, Alex. Now, below the Agnilingam is Nataraja Swarupam in Chidambaram. One of the 4 easiest ways to attain moksham, mukti, is darshanat, the Akashalingam. So if you have the darshan of the Akashalingam at Chidambaram, which is Nataraja Swami, it says it makes path for you for attaining moksham. But the problem is that same darshan is also known as Chidambara Rahasyam, because the room in which they offer the garlands to Shiva, where the actual Shivalingam is supposed or is conceived or is known to be existing is completely dark. You'll not be able to make out anything there. So some people say there is a Shivalingam. Some people say it is space. And Shiva is space. He is himself space. Na? Sarvam Shivamayam. Shivam Sarvam. If is space, there is no need for a form. Na? Everything is contained within space. So it is a very niguda. It is a very secretive. It is a very mystical thing. Na? It's a hidden thing. So I don't know how many of them can claim to have had a clear darshan in Chidambaram. The Swami is Nataraja Swami. The Tattvam is Akasha Tattvam, sky, the ether. And the Japam of his name is Om Nataraj, Om Natarajeshwaraya Namah. Om Natarajeshwaraya Namah. So when we see the Murti of Nataraj, it is so encaptured, it totally captures you. You'll get engrossed in that image because you can see the hair of Shiva spread out in all directions. And just imagine the speed at which you need to move your head to have all your hairs spread out in all directions. So he's called Nataraja, the king of Natyam, the Lord who loves to dance, and whether it is in the form of Nataraja Swarupam, and when he is not so pleased, it can be Rudra Tandavam also. So Om Natarajeshwar. Om Natarajeshwaraya Namaha. 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 Now, who would like to do it for a minute? Om Natarajeshwaraya Namaha for 1 minute. Gagan, will you try? Hitendra, करना होगा तुम.
मैं करूं गुरुजी.
हाँ करो करो. ओम
ओम
नटराजेश्वराय नमः.
ओम नटराजेश्वराय नमः.
आराम से करना. या
ओम
नटराजेश्वराय नमः.
नटराजेश्वराय नमः.
हाँ.
ओम नटराजेश्वराय नमः. 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 ओम नटराजेश्वराय नमः.
Thank you, Hitendra.
ओम नमो
Om
नारायण.
Natarajeshwaraya Namaha. नटराज मतलब वेतेंद्र वो नाट्य का, डांस का ना देवता है. ही इज द किंग ऑफ द परफॉर्मिंग डांस. थैंक यू वेतेंद्र.
Om Namo
Now,
Narayan.
the fifth of the Pancha Mahabhuta Shivalingams down south, and the eighth one from the top of the Ashtamurtis is the form of Shiva in the Jambukeshwara Swarupam. We just spoke of the elephants coming and spraying the water on the Shivalingam. Even here, it is to do with the water element. So we will chant Om Jambukeshwaraya Namaha. 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 Gagan, would you like? Is
Yes,
Gagan
Guruji.
here? एक minute, sorry. Gagan, would you like to try chanting?
No, let Miss Sri Moini Sonai ji do it. No problem, please.
Yeah. Sonai?
Yes, yes, Guruji.
Sonai?
Om
Jambu
Jambukeshwaraya Namaha. Om
Keshwaraya.
Kesharaya.
Om
Jambukesha.
Keshwa. V-A.
Om
Jambukeshwa Namaha.
Jambukeshwaraya Namaha. Om
एक मिनट के लिए.
Jambukeshwaraya Namaha. Om 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 Jambukeshwaraya Namaha.
Jambukeshwaraya Namaha. Thank you, Sonai.
Thank you, Guruji.
Sonai, तुमने जो किया है ना,
हाँ.
in a way it is a Vishnu Japam, which is very good. Okay, because we believe in the mitratva, in the closeness of both Shiva and Vishnu.
Vishnu.
केशव मतलब होता है विष्णु. ओके, सो
Okay, ma'am.
अच्छी बात है, आज हमने दोनों कर लिया, शिव जी का और महाविष्णु का। ओके, तो ये नाम जप है, इसमें कोई ऐसा खास रिस्ट्रिक्शंस नहीं है, एंड इट इज योर डिवोशन एंड योर इंटेंशन दैट मैटर्स। लेकिन एडवांटेज ये होता है, अगर तुम जिसके बारे में सोच रहे हो उनको बुलाओ तो बहुत अच्छी बात होती है। सो जब भी फ्री है हो तुम, लेट्स प्रैक्टिस ऑन व्हाट्सएप जम्बुकेश्वर आया वो, क्योंकि वो बंगाली है ना, द वे द लैंग्वेज इज, कुछ लोगों के लिए ये मुश्किल होता है, बट इट्स ए डूएबल थिंग। इट्स लैंग्वेज ना,
Yes,
people sing
yes,
without
ma'am.
knowing the language, so that's not a problem. Yeah, Om Namo Narayan Sunay. Thank you.
Om Namo Narayan, Guruji.
Okay, now today we did the Ashtamurtis. The Ashtamurti includes the Panchamahabhuta Shivalingams. Total it is 5 and the additional 3 that makes it 8. Before we close, like today we had the name Nataraja Swami. The darshanam of Nataraja Shivalingam in Chidambaram will open doors for you for moksha, for mukti. But it is one of the most mysterious things, because nobody really knows, except maybe for the archakas. Now, for the archaka devatas, only they know what exactly exists there. Most of us devotees who go there hardly can see anything. That's the reason it's called Chidambara Rahasyam. Now, one of the most easiest ways, one is to be born somewhere. Now, the city is, it's a city in Tamil Nadu, Tiruvavur, I think, if I'm not wrong. Janmat Kamalalaye, that is the place of Lakshmi. And Maranat Kashyam Maranam, the death in Kashi. But one sure way, irrespective of where you are born, where you are going to live your last days, is Smaranat Arunachalam. Smaranat Arunachala. Whether it is the shape of Arunachala, the imagined Agnilingam, that is Arunachala, the hill, the mountain Arunachala, or just the name Arunachala, it will lead us to that path. It will open doors for to become one, to become Aikyam, to become one with our Ishta Devata, Shiva, and whoever your Devata is. So, Smarana Arunachala, with that thing in mind, for 1 minute, we will chant Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. 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 Achaleshwara, Aruna Achaleshwara, Aruna Achaleshwara, Shambho Shankara, Hara 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 Mahadeva. Om Namo Narayana, everybody. Thank you, Floyd, Sonai, Alex, Asha, Gagan,
You have
Hitendra,
5
Jyoti, and
minutes.
Natam for joining us. Pardon?
You have 5 minutes, David ji.
Yes.
Yeah, this Tiruvannamalai also, there are these, many lingams around the hill,
Yeah.
like Chandra Lingam,
Yes.
Surya Lingam. So, what is the difference between that and all this Ekampareshwar and all?
Yeah. Now, the Panchatattva Shivalingams, are the 5 elements that Shiva manifests himself in. Okay, so we know the 5 elements. We have done it today. We have done it before 3-4 days. That is the Panchatattva Shivling. Now, there is the Ashtadikpalaka Shivlingams in Tiruvannamalai.
Acha.
The Ashtadikpalaka are the 8 gods, deities of the 4 cardinal directions: north, east, south, west, and the 4 corners, not sub-direction, the corners. There is northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. So these are the Devata. So each one has its own Devata. Now, for example, Ishana means Shiva. We chanted the name Ishana Devaya Namah, Ishana Mukhaya Namaha before a few days. So that the form of Shiva, that face of Shiva, Ishana, upper looking face, which denotes space, he in his complete strength sits on the back of the head of the Vastu Purusha, who had begun devouring all the planets, all the whole creation because of his hunger. So when he was put in a certain way, and the 8 Dikpalakas, the 8 Dikpalakas sat on him in a certain way, he's kept stable and he doesn't disrupt either your workplace or your living space if it is in line with the Vastu. Now, these Ashtadikpalaka, they have established their Shivalingams. So, for example, in north it is Kubera Lingam. Before that, we come to the Vayu Lingam. Then there is Varuna Lingam. There is Nairiti Devi, Nairiti Lingam. Then there is Yamalingam. And after Yamalingam, we are talking in the reverse order. Then there is Indra Lingam. And before that is the place of the Ganesha Devasthanam, from where people start there. It is just after the Ramanashramam. On the left side is the Ganesha Devasthanam, from where people start their Girivallam. But otherwise also, what happens is you can always start in one place because it is Linga Swarupa. Now, just as we did the first name, Arupa Rupi, there is no beginning and no end. It is infinite. He exists everywhere and every place. So you start at the same place and complete one full circumambulation with the Giri Parikrama, Girivallam. So that is considered as one. And it also has certain outcomes if you do it on certain days. If you do it on Monday, it has a certain outcome. If you do it on Tuesday, it has a certain outcome. Same thing for Wednesday and every other days of the week. And if you do on the 8th day again, then you are doing it for Shiva himself, who is the Ishana form. Starting from Indralingam, you finish the 7 days, and the 8th, which sums up all the 7 days, is Ishana Lingam.
So, but some people say, that you have to stop at each lingam, and some people say you should not stop. So, what is the thing?
No. First one is you have to stop at each Shivalingam. That is when the Giri Parikrama is complete. It is actually truly considered as. And it was also believed by Sri Ramana Maharshi when he was not doing the Giri Pradakshina on the hill itself. There is an inner path which is on the hill, and there is an outer path where all the Dikpalaka Shivalingams are present. If you're doing it on the inner hill, that's fine. But if you're doing it on the outer road, which is what is permitted now, the internal road is shut by the government. So when you do it from the outer side, you're doing the Girivallam of Shiva, and all the Ashtadikpalakas subject themselves, surrender themselves to the will of Shiva of Arunachala. So when you visit each place, whether your place is in line with Vastu, sometimes it may not be in accordance with Vastu, not be Vastu compliant, it will still have a certain positive outcome, reducing the malefics, the negativity of your place that you live in, you work in, which may be contrary to Vastu, or which may not be in line with Vastu. So If you're doing the Girivalam, all it will take you is 3 additional minutes to go into each temple and come back. And if you do go to Tiruvannamalai, you should never ever forget to do the darshan of Adi Annamalai and Adi Annamalai. They're two temples. One is a very, very small shrine, and a shrine sort of a thing. That shrine is not the right word. It is called Adi Annamalai. Adi means Padam. What do you call it? The foot
What is this
of
Adi?
Annamalai. Yeah. Adi. Then there is Adi. Adi means the ancient Annamalai. The
Where
old
is it?
Annamalai.
Where Adi Annamalai, I know it is the big temple.
Adi Annamalai is a proper temple. Now with a
Yeah, it's a big
very
one.
good shivling and everything.
Yeah.
Adi Annamalai is just a small protrusion of the mountain, of the hill Arunachala, which comes behind the temple. So if you ask anybody there, people hardly go there, and they hardly go there because they don't know how to do the yatra of that place, how to do the pradakshina. They don't know the importances, so that's the reason it happens. Nobody
But it is
will skip
it
anything.
is near the main Arunachala temple or somewhere else?
Yes, it is inside the premises of the Arunachala temple. Before you climb the stairs to go to the Kala Bhairava on the left, and then you can see the huge Ganapati. Then you go inside, you walk inside, you see the Parameshwara, and little ahead is Parvati in her form. It is before that you have to go behind. So there you will see Adi Annamalai. It's Adi, the foot of Annamalai.
Outside.
You should definitely try to have the darshan of Adi Annamalai at least once. And if possible, carry a bottle of water because it's always closed in a gate. They don't allow you to do anything there. Now it's in a meshed gate, meshed door. So what you can do is you can carry some water, offer some cold, chilled water to Shiva, who is also known as Ganga Dharaya, Ganga Priyaya, Abhisheka Priyaya, and one very, very lesser known name is Shitila Jala Priyaya. Now, you'll get a comprehension of that Shitila Jala Priya when you think of the Akasha Ganga falling to his head and he releases it. Na? So just imagine how cold she should be. Na? Shitila Jala. So if you can do it, you should do it. Offer some cold water there.
But it's closed, you're saying?
No, it has a mesh, what do you call that grilled gate sort of a thing, where you can see it and you can offer water also. But may not be offered. You'll have to throw water if you take it in some other form, na? Which is not wrong. But taking it in a nice bottle, chilled bottle, with a little this one, you can actually pour with generosity.
Achha. But it will fall on the lingam? Like
Yeah,
it
it
will
will
be.
actually fall on that Adi, the padam of, yeah.
Okay.
So that
But
padam
in
is nothing but
these
Shiva
8
padam itself, right?
Yeah, what I was asking is, in these 8 lingams, are we worshipping the Devta or are we worshipping Shiva? Or how is it?
Now, what happens is, let's say, start from Indralingam. When we say Indralingam, what it means is Indra Stapita Lingam. It is Indra Deva, who is the Devaraja, has established this Shivalingam and he has worshipped Shiva. Okay, he has Arunachala himself, right? You look at Arunachala, but you can't do Abhishekam to Arunachala, right? He is a Giri. Indra Deva, probably he can, what do you call, shower rains and do it. So he has established a Shivalingam where he is worshipped Arunachala himself in that form. So that is one. You go a little ahead, that is Agni, what you call Agni Lingam. Surya Lingam, there is one. There is also Chandra Lingam. Both Surya and Chandra, they're not part of the Ashtadikpalakas, but they fall on that road. Then there is Yamalingam. That Yamalingam is actually established by Yama. Okay, so if you have fear of death, to remove the fear of death, one of the best things is to start your Pradakshina from Yamalingam and complete the Pradakshina so that you have the grace of Shiva upon you and Yama, who himself has worshipped Shiva there. Okay, blesses you with the courage and the freedom and the joy to exit this life, to once again enter a new life. And if you are really that, what you call, into the Lord, maybe allow you to pass into Him and become one with Him, where you will never cease to exist, but you will not have this cycle of life and death again and again. You will always exist in Him as a part of Him, in Arunachala, in Brahmashiva, in Sadashiva. So that is Yamalingam. You go little ahead, there is Varunalingam.
Yeah.
Okay, and in Varunalingam, you will find one of the most genuine, one of the most, what you call, involved person. Now, who's the most invested person, probably in that area. What's his name? I forgot his name. God, excuse me. Yeah, he's an amazing person to meet, and he is in the Varunalingam.
Okay.
And,
This person means some deity or some person?
He's a devotee. He's a pujari.
Achha. Okay.
Then after that is Vayulingam, and you go to Vayulingam. This is a guy who is. I'll be wrong in saying a notch ahead. Only Shiva knows who is better, but you can see that bhakti. You can see that bhava in him, and he makes wonderful pongal. My God, the only thing, you will not miss the chutney there now if you have his pongal. Early morning, he gets piping hot pongal to offer to as naivedyam to Shiva, and then he serves it very, very generously. You'll be lucky if you go there at around 6:37. See the Lord, see the Abhishekam, have that mouth-watering pongal. It's amazing. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, so thanks, David. Yeah, because I'm trying to get the information out of you, but I'm sure those who are here, they might think he's just asking questions, but they may not
those
understand.
who are interested, they'll stay. Those who are not, they can always leave early.
And also, it will be on YouTube, so if they want some information, they can get it. But when they're on that search, they'll realize, the usefulness of the information.
And of course, thanks all of you for joining us for this Shravana month, Shivanama Smaranam. It's a pleasure. It's our privilege that you are with us. Thank you, everybody. Om Namo Narayan. Thank you, Floyd, for taking all the effort, putting everything into play. Namo Narayan.
Thank you.
Hello.
Bye, Hitendra, Alex, Jyoti, Sonai. Namo Narayan, Baba. Namo Narayan, Hitendra. Bye, Alex.
Can I call you, Guruji? Can I call you?
Anytime, Baba. No problem. I'll start my mobile now. थोड़ा देर के बाद कॉल करना
10:30.
हाँ नमो नारायण ठीक है
ओम नमो नारायण.